in problems 13 through 20, find the nth term of the arithmetic sequence whose initial term, okay, initial term is a sub 1. Your book calls it a, I call it a sub 1. A and common difference d are given. And it says find the nth term. The nth term, this means a sub n, or the sequence generator. Sequence generator. Well, I have a formula for that. The formula is a sub n is a1 plus n minus 1 times d. I know what a1 is. a1 is negative 2, and d is 4. So it's going to become a plug and chug. A sub n is a1 plus n minus 1, because your variable is going to be n, because it's a sub n. Or a sub n equals negative 2 plus 4n minus 4, or a sub n equals 4n minus 6. That's your sequence generator. Now, what I want you to notice about these sequence generators, and I'm going to go back to the other two that we looked at. Here's the two we looked at. Notice that what's the power on n? 1. These are linear functions. The only difference is that these are dots instead of, they're like data sets. They're dots instead of things that you connect dots on, set of lines. This is degree 1. They're linear. Now, the other thing I want you to notice is this. What was D in this first example that we had? 1. Yeah, was 1. What's the coefficient of n? 1. D is, what's the coefficient? 3. D is, what's the coefficient? Its coefficient is always going to be D. Let's see if that's the case. D is negative 2. What should the coefficient be? Negative 2. Let's see. Okay, so we know that a sub n equals a1 plus n minus 1 times d. And a1 in this instance, I didn't write it down, is 6. So that a sub n equals 6 plus n minus 1 times d, or a sub n equals 6 plus a negative 2n plus 2, or a sub n equals negative 2n plus 8. What's the coefficient? What was D? And that's the case of the arithmetic sequence. Cool, huh? Find the indicated term of the arithmetic sequence. Again, this is going to be formula plug and chug. I want the 80th term. That means n equals 80. I have the first term, and the first term, and that's a sub 1. A sub 1 equals 1. And if I'm going to look at what is the 80th term, I'm looking at a sub 80. And in fact, let me put this a little different way. The formula says that a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. I'm looking for the 80th term. So n is 80. A sub 1 is negative 1. N is 80. And what's D? What's D? What's D? 2. D equals 3 minus 1, or 2. It's all going to be handling these formulas. This says that A sub 80 equals minus 1 plus 79 times 2, which is, I have my calculator, I don't care, minus 1 times, or plus, ouch, 79 times 2, 157?
Total, yeah.
That says the 80th term in the sequence is 157. So I go out to 157. I go out to the 80th position in the list. I'll see 157. So I know in my list, A sub 1 is negative 1. A sub 2 is 1. A sub 3 is 3. Dot, dot, dot. A sub 80 is 157. I can jump any place in the list. Find the 80th term of this sucker. It just looks intimidating. There's A sub 1. And I know that N is 80. And then D is 6 square roots of 5 subtract 4 square roots of 5. 6 square roots of 5 subtract 4 square roots of 5 is 2 square roots of 5. Now it's a plug and chug. I know that A sub n equals A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D, or n is 80 equals A sub 1, 2 square roots of 5, plus n, 80 minus 1 times D, which is 2 square roots of 5 plus 79 times 2 square roots of 5, which is 2 square roots of 5 plus 7 times 2. See, this is 79 times 2, 158 square roots of 5. 2 square roots of 5 plus 158 square roots of 5 is 160 square roots of 5. It just looks bad.